Hi everybody, it's your old pal Chuck, and I'm back with another review, and today we're doing something a little bit different. This is a review of the Transformers Adventure Kabaya kit Bumblebee. Now, for those of you who may not be familiar, Kabaya kits kind of fall into the category of mini-pla, and if you don't know what mini-pla is, Gundam or model kits. They make smaller versions of not necessarily Gundam kits, but other Japanese cartoon tokusatsu characters, and they come in boxes that you can buy in a store. Like, for example, you can buy the recent Megazord. Each Zord is a kit, and that you can combine it, and they usually end up having more articulation. Well, Kabaya is a different company. Now, with these kits, they come with like a little bit of like a soda tablet or gum, so they can be sold in grocery stores, because you can then say they're a food item with a toy inside, and that's really what Kabaya is. They've actually been around for many years and have a long history of working with Takara properties. There were Kabaya kits back in the 1980s for the original G1 Transformers. There were like static kits for the Brave series and so on and so forth. But about 2007, they really started ramping it up again, doing these transforming kits. And, this is sort of like the box it would come in. I actually have it flat because you have to open it up to get to the instructions of how to build and transform it. Now, this is actually a smaller kit than what I'm used to, because there's the regular kits that are a little bit taller than this. They have the different parts and what have you, and stickers. Then they started making these deluxe kits like Fortress Maximus, Overlord, and the Brain Masters. The Road Caesar kit that were, a little bit bigger. These are a little bit small. These skew to, like, if you remember when they did the combiners and the individual limbs. This is sort of what that is. Now, it's been a while since I built a Kabaya kit, so things could have changed because the instructions are laid out a little bit differently, a little more compact and cluttered. But then again, there's not a lot of parts to this, which makes me think this is like a simplified kit. One thing I was surprised about is pretty much everything is molded in yellow. I was expecting everything to be molded more in black and then having to use the stickers. The stickers really are just here on the legs, the arms, the head, and we'll see more in vehicle mode. But these do transform. To go ahead and do that, you want to remove the sword. This is a nice replica of the sword that the Warrior class Bumblebee comes with, which is supposed to be the Star Saber, which she never used in the cartoon. But there's that. So just go ahead, take a drink, because I said go ahead. Push the legs together, flip up the feet. That is actually a transforming step. They just, peg it on the post. Remove the door panels from the back. There is some parts forming with these. Some of them are perfect transformation. If you can find a King Exciser from the Brave series, that is actually a perfect transformation for both the basic and the Exciser, and then when you combine it with King Rotor to form King Exciser. Now, surprisingly, the arms here were on a ball joint, so you want to pop that off the joint, tuck the hand in on the side, and then you're just going to reattach it, and there's a socket right above the shoulder joint that the arm is going to peg into. And you just go ahead and do that. And I always have this problem where one of them, for whatever reason, doesn't want to tuck in right, but there you go. And then basically you're almost done. What you want to do now is grab the door panel, and with this tab facing down, just go ahead and peg this into the arm, just like so. I am concerned that over time, popping the arms on and off of that ball joint, it might break because these are a cheaper plastic, but I haven't noticed any stress marks thus far. Once the door panels are popped in, you can peg the sword here on the side. And here you have Bumblebee in its vehicle mode. As you can see, there's more stickers here. Nice shiny gold chrome for the front. There, the roof, really picking out the detailing. Some holes here in the back window because that's where the door's pegging to make its wings. All in all, this is a fun set. There's 4. This Bumblebee's number 1. Grimlock is number 2. Fix-It and Underbite come as a set for kit number 3. And then kit number 4 is Optimus Prime. There is also another kit that's just been released that they're calling the Block Series, which are Optimus Prime, Megatron, Bumblebee, and Starscream, but those are based on the Cyber Series figures. If you remember last summer, I looked at a couple of those figures. These were these sort of larger scale, simplified Transformers that were released in South America and some parts overseas, the Asian, I think Hong Kong or something, that really, still to this day, not much is really known about. Why were they created? Why were they just released the way they were? And they combine, so that theirs coming. So we'll see how this review does if I'm going to go ahead and look at more of the Kabaya kits. But it was a fun build, and I just wanted to share the end result with you. So this is your old pal Chuck for Bumblebee. We will see you next time.